very similar in how they go about it. Of course, Miami is hoping tonight is the night that they can make some three-pointers as Alex Caruso gets a scoring started tonight.
Well, and that's the Bulls' game, is to, play inside the arc, and this is the Heat's game. To shoot the three. They haven't shot it well this year after leading the league a year ago, 27th this year, but they're still in the top 10 in three-point attempts.
Vucevic for three. Hero with the rebound. Miami coach got crushed on the boards Tuesday against Atlanta. They were minus 24 in the rebounding category. And certainly that is a big key for tonight. Max Strus drills a three, and a good sign early for the Heat that Strus sees one go through.
Yeah, he was 1 for 5 the other night, so to see that first one go down could really help him. Both these teams, Brian, actually got crushed on the glass the other night, and they're both outstanding defensive rebounding teams on the year. So, and here we see Erik Spoelstra, truly one of the best coaches in the league, voted as one of the best 15 of all time in the league.
I'll bring it to you in a second. Hold on.
Over 700 wins in the regular season and 8 in playoff wins in NBA history.
Here's Zach LaVine, who went off in Toronto on Wednesday night. Big part of the Bulls' success. Had a massive second half, scored 30 in the second half. Really took over the game. LaVine did get off to a slow start in that one. Here's Strus again, gives it a look, now drives it. Hero waiting for him. Hero gives it right back. The shooters set up each other. And Max Strus is 2 for 2.
I honestly think that's going to be the key to the whole thing. If the Heat are making threes, I think they have a decided edge. They're a decidedly better team. But if they're not, this thing will go to the wire. Great play here by Hero. Passing up a good opportunity here. Could have shot this, but instead gives it to Strus and can shoot it on the catch, which is a higher percentage shot.
We saw Miami last week in Philadelphia. They shot it well. They looked like the team we saw last year when they were a #1 seed. They were the top three-point shooting team in the NBA. It has not been the story this year, but they have been a little better shooting the ball in the month of April, even going back into March. But that did not show up for Miami on Tuesday against Atlanta.
No, it didn't. They really struggled from three. Still a game right down to the end. But look, this Chicago team will take away the paint. They do it every night. They're one of the best in the league. They've been the best in the league since the All-Star break. And they're going to open up three-point opportunities. And it's virtually the same thing at the other end. The Heat are going to take away the paint. But Chicago shoots and makes the fewest threes in the league. Good to see that one go down by Alex Caruso.
Now, Bulls have only taken 3 threes. They've made 1. Here's Almayer. He said he's got to be more involved. His post-game press conference, he was adamant that he needs more touches and he's got to be more involved in the offense. And Caruso, he's got the hot hand early in South Florida.
Well, it's interesting because the Bulls only average making 10 threes a game, but in the 3 games against Miami this year,
who's coming here? We can't smell you through the camera. We can't smell you through the camera.
What's up, Mouse?
You smell good. We got to smoke good.
I'm supposed to smell bad?
No, you look so cheap with the little hat on.
Points from Max Strus. He is come alive here in this win-or-go-home game. Zach LaVine, look at this coach. That's like the Warriors on the floor. And the three-pointers are flying.
But it's a product of both teams' defense. Both teams really load up the paint. What is open are threes. They're not going to give you a lot of other things, as we see again.
Strus is first miss. Right now, it's Max Strus 9.
If Strus had hit that one, he'd officially be on fire. Officially.
Well, those were the 2 guys we featured in the outfits, right? Strus and Caruso. We see Billy Donovan, another surefire Hall of Famer. Okay, has won 56% of his games as an NBA coach to go with 2 national titles at Florida. There's no doubt both of these coaches tonight will be in the Hall of Fame.
It's interesting. Erik Spoelstra talked to us before the game, and we asked him about his rotation, his starting lineup. He goes, no, why would I that changed. We're good. And Max Strus, who would be one of the guys you would consider, comes out on fire. And Strus is
Strus.
His fourth made three.
Well, Strus had shot it well in March and April. He shot 40% from three in those 21 games, but really struggled the other night. Now he's back on it. LaVine getting to his strong hit. When LaVine turned it on the other night in July, what he did was put his head down and go to the basket.
That surgically repaired knee is all good now. LaVine with that burst. Hero can't connect. Zach LaVine dominating in Toronto. He and DeRozan were special in that second half. But it was really LaVine who lit the fire. They were down 19. The
Zach LaVine drives and kicks. Patrick Beverly for three. He's short. Rebound Tyler Hero. Tried to get to a cutting Williams, I think that was. Excuse me, that was Jimmy Butler. Miami with a turnover, and that leads us into the first timeout.
Hello, DraftKings. Y'all got the most ways to bet on NBA players.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. What's up? I think I can't hardly see that name. Merrick, I think it is. Maverick. Merrick. Merrick, what's going on? I'll be right back, and I'm going to be live in effect when I get back, guys. All right, what's everybody? What's up, everybody? Coach Gary in the house. I don't like the way my hat looks. When I straighten that out. What's going on, Merrick? All right, here we go.
Max Strus has had the hot hand early for Miami. As Adebayo misses, now Levine wanting to push. Levine, he is so tough.
All right, we got bodies on the floor,
That's a charge. Gabe Vincent stood
and
in for
someone's going to be called for a charge.
with the foul, and that's going the other way.
Well, Heat players will always stand in there. Ooh, that's a tough call. I don't know on that one. But the Heat guys, you're going to have a lot of those calls if you're a referee, because if the ball gets driven, they are going to stand in there. It is tough against both of these. You see it there, 90 charges drawn this year, second most in the NBA. And we haven't even gotten to Kevin Love.
Nobody celebrates the
Don't be
charge
slow.
like Kevin Love. We saw a game last week. He had 4 of them, and he'll be the first one off the bench for Adebayo. Kobe White checks in for Chicago. First wave of substitutions for Billy Donovan. Bulls the 10 seed. Winning in Toronto Wednesday, and now a chance to advance into the playoffs. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Beverly hits the deck hard. And a foul prior to. Will send Adebayo to the free throw line. See if Pat Bev's all right. Looks like he is.
Great steal by Adebayo to get position on the switch. Caruso takes the foul. I actually don't like those take fouls, especially not on a good free throw shooter like Adebayo. I mean, Caruso's in a tough matchup with Jimmy Butler. Those fouls are precious. They want to keep him in the game. And you've got Patrick Beverly coming to help. And you're not going to
quite
save
right.
that much point-wise.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Coach Gary in the house. We got this. This is it.
Adebayo 81.
Speaking of the play-in game, play-in matchup.
Couple of nice games against the Bulls. He's
Mary, what you been busy doing, man? I've been running and picking people up from the airport. Is what I've been doing today. Well, not people, just one person.
2 of those victories coming here in Miami. They last played in Chicago on March 18th. And all of those
All
Bulls
right,
wins were
let's see
at least
here.
8 points.
Let's do a little filtering.
Lowry enters the fray for the
Lowry in the game.
coming off the bench.
See if I can make this look a little better.
Left knee, posted 15 games. Lowry was
See
great,
if that looks
33 points in the loss Tuesday
All right, here we go.
against Atlanta.
He's single-handedly
We're starting to look a little better there.
in the game.
My Aggie hat.
Fantastic. And those numbers off the bench,
Full
you see
color.
he's down because his minutes are down. He's actually shot the ball extremely well coming off the bench.
Yeah, the plus minus maybe the biggest.
Contrasting.
Coming off the bench, goes direct with it, and Miami secures the possession. Bulls turn it over again. Patrick Williams off the bench.
All right, a little better here. Okay, so
Patrick Williams will now take Caruso's place, guarding Jimmy Butler.
Williams was
Trey with the ball.
in Toronto.
Give and go works to perfection. Jimmy Butler with the 2-point lay.
I think Chicago will have a lot of problems with Miami's pick and rolls tonight.
Hey, Patrick Beverly is still having some trouble with that hand. Remember that hard fall he took, came right down on his hand. He's down at the bottom of your screen.
Bulls swinging to Patrick Beverly. Kobe White for 3 is good.
His first of the night. Coach, he had a career.
If both teams can keep this shooting up right here from the outside, it should be a pretty intense game, exciting game,
And he was perfect the other night.
decent scoring game.
Made his only 3.
And the Heat
Gets his first bucket of the night.
continue.
Josh Thibodeau's stop play here going to be a foul. Not sure who they called that on.
Miami team is the Atlanta Hawks. Hey, congratulations there, Atlanta Hawks.
Number 2.
Yes.
There you
Have
go.
worked their way into the 7th seed
Well, he's hit with a foul, I think. We'll see. They're going to clean
to
that
play number 2 in the East, which is going to be the Celtics.
Vucevic, good control. It's Strus drives.
Strus is going to draw the blocking foul on Pat Bev.
Surprised at that call is Beverly.
Oh, that's a charge. That's a charge. That was a bad call. They missed that one. That was more of a charge than the one Vincent took at the other end. That one was more questionable. So the Bulls getting the worst of those two calls.
How about this strike by Strus? And he has lit it up from beyond the arc early in this first quarter.
Strus has shot the ball very well. He was off in their last game against the Hawks. That's Merrick's team. Well, Merrick team. Merrick, at least you have a team that's still in. My team is the Charlotte Hornets. And I guess we've been out of the playoffs since the third month of the season.
From Boston to the Bulls, eventually to the
Kobe White turns down the three, swings that one. DeRozan thought he drew a foul, wasn't called. Bam Adebayo leads the pass up to Jimmy Butler, muscles it in.
Well, Jimmy Butler ran out on the shot, on the jump shot. Jimmy Butler ran out right to the front of the rim. Butler sealing Kobe White on the high side.
All right, let's make sure we get this everything working here. Everything working here.
Jimmy Butler for an
Let's see.
21-9 for Butler against the Hawks, but he could play a lot better. This feels like a high assist game for Bam Adebayo.
I've got another timeout on the court. Gives me a little time to do a little maintenance here. Make sure everything is flowing very well. Thank you for the two people in the chat right now. Oh yeah, gotta get this right, Coach. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. It should be a pretty decent game tonight. Regardless, win and you continue to play, lose, and you have to go home. All right, it's this right here. If you want to call it sudden death, that's exactly what it is tonight. Whichever team loses is out of it. They go home. Actually, the team, the Heat lost to the Hawks, which is why they're in this situation here. The Hawks won. They got 7th place automatically. They've been at home taking a little break. And the Heat have been at home practicing, getting ready for this game right here. Here we go. That's how the play-in works. You know, 7 and 8, they get a little break. They brought 9 and 10 in. I don't know exactly how they went about deciding. It's been 3. This is the 4th year, so 3 years ago. Miami. They decided to bring in 7 through 10 to be in this this play-in tournament. So, you know, teams that are close, you know, maybe teams that are tied, teams that are close can have a shot to actually get into the playoffs. Yeah, they're going to be in the bottom teams to get in, but you still get in. I know because my team, the Charlotte Hornets, were in it the last 2 years, and we were kicked out both times. Save. All right, I think we got everything straight here. One more. There we go. So yeah, if you win, you continue to play. So the two seventh place teams, one in the East, one in the West, did their job and got seventh place. The losers of those two teams had another chance, and they are playing the the ninth and 10th seed teams in the play-in. The ninth and 10th seed played, and whoever lost that one automatically out. You won, you still have to work because the Chicago Bulls beat Toronto Raptors. Man, that was a good game for the Bulls. They hung in there, had to come from 19 down. They won, and so they have to play one more. They got to win one more to actually get in the playoffs. No one is in the play. Well, the only team in the playoffs right now are the Hawks and the Lakers. They're seventh place, right? So now they're waiting for the winners of the night's two games tonight.
But also, Eric Spoelstra loves these kinds of situations, Brian. He loves competition. He loves the games that matter the most and get the juices flowing. And I think his teams have always fed off of that attitude.
Yeah, we talked about the draft, how it affected.
All right, so remember, guys, the score, my manual score may be a little bit off, but the actual score will definitely always be on the graphic right here.
Billy Donovan had a very similar response. And of course, the Bulls taking advantage of it. The 10 seed winning a game, giving themselves a chance to enter into the playoffs despite a losing.
All right, let's get down to business, coach.
Chicago Bulls are 40 and 42 this season.
Bulls with the ball now, swinging.
They were 44 and 38.
Kobe White.
Since the All-Star break now, including the
Whoa, shot way off.
the Heat only 12 and 12.
Lowry comes out, finds Strus, turns down the three, goes to the basket, dumps it off to Jimmy Butler, who scores again. Strus, a big part of the game, off here early. Oh, was that Strus? I'm sorry. I think that was Kevin Love. That was Kevin Love.
On the other end by the Bulls.
And the Bulls come back down and score.
And Zach LaVine have to carry the offensive load most nights for Chicago.
Kevin Love.
On Tuesday against Atlanta.
The elder statesman comes in the game,
Coming from Cleveland.
making things happen.
And then they started bringing him off the bench. His fifth off the bench. Eric Spoelstra going to stick with it. Likes his size, likes his experience. A former NBA champion. Kevin Love.
DeRozan behind the back. He's been double teamed, has to pass that ball, finds Kobe White, 1 second to shoot. Doesn't get it off. Shot clock violation. But it does not stop, actually, it does not stop the clock. It was a turnover before the violation. Rebound, long pass, Jimmy Butler, another point at the opposite end, and I have the score wrong.
The Heat defense dominating right now.
Now it's right. Well, for the Bulls.
It stays in place. Strus going for the lob on the other end. Going to the end of this corner. Kobe White runs into Strus, and there's the foul.
36.8 seconds left in this quarter. Yeah, I thought that was Strus. That was big Kevin Love on the drive. Found Jimmy Butler, then he comes down and splashes a two.
And then Kevin Love.
I think we could get swept by Celtics, but we never know what happens because some basketball teams do get some luck. Yeah, I think.
But the Heat defense is just.
You know what? I'm gonna give Atlanta one. Yeah, I think I talked to somebody or I mentioned this the other night. I do think the Celtics will win. Definitely. What in 5? They'll win in 5. So we'll give the Hawks 1 win. I think it'll be maybe a couple of games that's close. But I just think the Celtics are going to outclass them.
Chance to win big. You can play free at NBA.com/bracket.
I think right now the Celtics just got too many weapons. They've got a load of experience, and this might be the year for the Celtics. I'm not saying they're going to win it all. What I'm saying is this is probably the year for the Celtics to win, because I think they're going to start breaking that team up. They're going to get rid of some parts, and it's not easy to replace parts and get that cohesiveness when you let guys go. Lowry came in the game, their first game against the Hawks, and kept them in it there for a while, kept it close, missed that shot. Now DeRozan trying to clear things out. He shoots and he gets the call. Foul by Martin.
He's had a great year. Can create space with the best of them.
Yeah, I mean, this is good defense by Martin. Maybe a little push off there, and then he nips his leg going by.
Hey, thank you everyone for stopping by. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out, dropping a few lines. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm Coach Gary, and this is the NBA play-in game. You know, the NBA postseason actually starts tomorrow. The playoffs. DeRozan nonchalantly throws both of those three free throws in. 3 seconds to shoot the ball. Jimmy Butler with it. He's fouled.
She's not here, by the way. I've been listening for some screens.
He was fouled on the floor.
DeRozan said, "Diar's got to go to school. She had to miss the one day. She's not missing another one."
This is a play-in game. It's win or go home. She cannot be in school today. She was one of their most valuable players.
Yeah, right now they're talking about DeMar DeRozan's daughter and how she affected the game, the Toronto game that the Bulls played, and they're talking about her yelling, her screaming, that shrill after every shot or before every, or a perfectly timed shriek that was made after every free throw attempt of Toronto. And, you know, you don't know if it really affected them or not, or just Toronto just didn't shoot free throws well, but I'll tell you, they didn't. They did not shoot free throws well. 36, they were 18 of 36. 18 of 36 and ended up losing that game by a handful of points. I forgot what the actual score was. I think it was like 4 points. But you missed 18 free throws as a pro. You know, I do my little commentary here. I may make comments about some moves I think that could have been a little bit better, but I'm not the kind of person that talks junk about a pro and calls them trash or whatever, or not a good player. Look, they're in the pros. You know what I'm saying? There's not a pro player out of how many professional basketball players are there? What, 400 maybe? I'm talking NBA basketball players. Hey Siri. I'm gonna ask Siri. She should know stuff like that. Hey Siri. How many NBA players are there? Number of people on the NBA basketball team is 12 players. There are 5 people on the court. Yeah, we know all that. Hey Siri, how many NBA players are there in total? Yeah, it's not gonna know. But if there's 12 players, you see, you even got to go as far as counting the G League players too, right? So there could be close to 400. Could be close to 400. But what I was getting to is none of those there's not one of those 400 that I could beat. Definitely. So I'm never going to talk about anybody being trash or whatever. Never going to talk about anybody being trash. May talk about somebody making bad decisions during a game or something like that, but that's it. But there is one thing that I will get down on a player for, college player, high school player, definitely college and professional player, and that's free throws. That's free throws. That's because back in my day, a free throw, those were very important. Now I don't think teams, I don't think college coaches, I don't think they put a lot of emphasis on free throws. It's like if you miss a free throw, so what? On to the next. And yeah, you got to go on to the next. Yeah, you got to move on. But free throws are, man, they determine the game so many times. So many times. Kevin Love. They determine the game so many times. I guarantee you my Hornets win four more games this year if they shoot the free throws well. All right, second quarter just begun right here. It's a 23-31 basketball game. I will update it right here, then we're going to let it play. And I'll update it during dead balls and timeouts. And definitely, on our next timeout, we're going to be looking at the box scores. What's up, Ron Duffney? Ron Duffney, I appreciate you, man. Stopping by all the time. I appreciate it, man. I'm pretty much an Atlanta sports fan because I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I hear you, Merrick. I understand because I'm a North Carolina fan, like North Carolina, any and everything. UNC Tar Heels, North Carolina A&T, the Panthers, the Hornets. That's how I go. That's how I go. I look at it like if you're from a city that has a professional team and you cheer, you watch, that sport, professional, college, whatever. How could you cheer for another team besides where you're from? That's how I look at it. But people have their own teams and why they cheer for other teams. Like I used to be a Dallas Cowboy. I was just talking about somebody, a cashier had mentioned I had on a Carolina shirt yesterday. She's like, "It's about time somebody come in here with the right shirt." And I said, "Yeah, well, you must be a diehard fan, because of the way we played this year." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Hey, you're cool." She said, "That's all right. We'll be all right." She said, "You are cool with me. I just hope you're not a Dallas Cowgirl." And I said, "Well, I used to be. Until the Panthers came to town." So that's how that goes. And I'm diehard, whoever I cheer for. So it took me a while to stop being a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Now I do want to see the Dallas Cowboys do well. I do. They usually on our team. I feel bad for them because they just can't get over the hump. Whether it's Jerry Jones, the owner's fault, or whoever, not really having a true general manager. I don't know if that's the case, but as long as they don't beat my Panthers, I'm cool with it. All right, Kobe Wright, back to Zach. Long three. Vincent didn't do a lot of scoring in the last game. Skip passed that over to Tyler Hero. He tried to get to the corner to Bam Adebayo. Bam not looking for his points. Now he is. Squares up with 5 seconds. Shoots, misses. Rebound. DeMar DeRozan. DeMar on the left side. He pulls up. Misses. Rebound, bam. Hands that to Lowry. I think that's going to be, looks like it's going to be a blocking foul. Hey, America, I got a lot of people in Georgia. Not quite Atlanta. I think they stay in Stone Mountain and Decatur. Yeah, we're from North Carolina, but then my brothers went to DeVry Institute of Technology. I don't know how they figured out or found DeVry and went all the way to Georgia to go to that school. And then after that, we had cousins starting to go up there and stay with them, and then decide, hey, we're going to get our own apartment and stay. My sister moved up there. She doesn't stay there anymore. She moved up there, and my cousins, a bunch of my first cousins moved up there, and now that's where they stay. So, you know. I remember going to hanging in Georgia. We used to go, and my church used to go to the Peachtree Center and stay in the Peachtree Hotel with the revolving restaurant at the top, like every year. Drummond misses the shot. Bam Adebayo with another rebound. He hands it to Lowry. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, that's going to be in charge. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that pick and roll and have that guy just square up and shoot. Nice. I like North Carolina. I've been to North Carolina before. It's nice. Yeah, it's a nice take. You know, it's not as big as Atlanta. Not as big as, well, you know, it's not as much stuff to get into, you know, nightlife and stuff like that as there is in Atlanta. You know, in Georgia, and in Georgia we got Six Flags. Stuff. Well, you know, we got Carowinds, but yeah, it's a little bit more, I would guess, going on in Atlanta than it is in North Carolina, but they're all around the same area, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you go to California, you got palm trees and exotic stuff. So yeah, Atlanta or Georgia reminds me a lot of North Carolina, except for the big city part. Yeah, it's cool. Zach LaVine, almost a turnover, but DeRozan gets it. Being guarded by Vincent, he finds Caruso in the corner. Skip pass, kicked out of bounds by the Heat. Will be Atlanta ball. Excuse me, not Atlanta. It's going to be it's going to be Chicago's ball with 7 seconds on the clock. Patrick Beverly gets it in. LaVine with a jumper off. Tyler Hero comes out. He hands it to Bam. Back to Tyler for 3. Rims out. Rebound. The Bulls. Caruso for 3. Caruso rattles in a 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 1-point game. Bulls not going anywhere.
It's a 1-point game.
Okay, the way both of these teams play, to me, it's almost like it's an even matchup almost. Lowry's going to get his. Lowry with the 3. LaVine has not been able to shoot that ball like he did the last game. He bring it down. Tyler Hero with it. Floater is good. And I think the Bulls going to have to call a timeout. All right, we got a timeout on the court. Let's take a look at the box scores. Who is doing the scoring for these guys? Let's check it out. All right, here we go. Chicago Bulls. DeRozan, 10 points, a quiet 10 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound. Vucevic, 2 points. Vucevic, he got to start scoring. Anytime they play the Hornets, he has no problem scoring. Who's getting in his way? Who's stopping him? Bam? I guess Bam is curtailing his points. He didn't shoot the ball well the last game. Patrick Beverly, no points. He does have 2 assists. Caruso, 11 points. Another quiet 11 points. Levine, 2 points. Zach Levine did the heavy lifting and carrying. He carried the Bulls in the last game. Looks like DeMar DeRozan and Caruso may have to do it today. Off the bench, Kobe White pours in 5 points. Now, for the Miami Heat with the lead, Jimmy Butler has 10 points. 10 points, 1 rebound. Bam Adebayo has 4 points. He has 7 rebounds. Vincent has not scored yet. Again, these guys, when they play the Hornets, he has no problem splashing buckets. Maybe he'll come alive. Strus has 14 points. He is 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 5 from behind the arc. And off the bench for the Miami Heat, 7 points. Kevin Love off the bench with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and Lowry just hit a 3. Chicago trailed Miami after the first quarter, 21-29. That's 8 points. And now the Chicago Bulls have outscored Miami by 2 in the second. Team stats. Let's look at the field goal percentage, rebounds, and then we'll get back to the game. So field goal percentage. The Bulls shooting 39%, trailing by 6. Miami shooting 46. Actually, the Bulls are shooting 37.9. And Miami shooting 46.4 from the field. Rebound edge goes to Miami by 4, 13-17. And then finally, no, I just said those 2. But let's look at the turnovers. Chicago has the best edge. They have 5 turnovers, and Miami has 6. All right, we'll be looking at more of that as the game progresses. Kobe White, all the way to the basket, can't finish the layup. It is knocked out of bounds by, I thought, a Bull. Pat Riley.
Come on. You sent us out there to play against this guy every night, Michael Jordan, and to compete against the best player in the world. And now you're going to retire his number in our jersey, in our arena. Like, yeah, that was a nerve. No, it really, that one does.
Vucevic.
That's somebody you competed against every night. Like Bill Russell's numbers up there.
4-2. Bring Chicago to within 4. Yeah, we're going to let it roll right now. I'll change the score. On dead balls, Jimmy Butler on the baseline. It's a cutting Vincent. Vincent almost traveled, threw it away.
Couldn't find Hero. Hero took one step to his left. And Eric Spoelstra's Heat turns it over for a 7th time now.
Both these defenses now, here in the second quarter, have settled in, and it is tough right now.
All right, Kobe White
Team to get quality shots.
gets to the elbow, kicks it, open jumper, hoops, misses. Rebound, Tyler Hero comes across the timeline. Still Joe Patrick Beverly.
This is not technically a playoff game. It's its own category.
Gets it to Bam Adebayo. He gets it down to Butler. Can't finish the layup. Zach LaVine kicks it to Williams. Williams shoots. Why is that Patrick? That's Patrick Beverly. I'm sorry. Bam Adebayo now with 8 rebounds, I think. Strus misses a 3-point shot. Got a little scuffle. Bam Adebayo comes out there with it. Gets it to Jimmy Butler on the right side. Jimmy Butler pulls up. The jumper, no good. Rebound, Kobe White.
We check in with Chris Haynes.
As you see, Jimmy Butler missed that baseline shot over Alex Caruso. I spoke with Caruso before the game about his assignment as guard Jimmy. And he said Jimmy is
Caruso finds Vucevic. He hits. 2-point game, 4 minutes, 11 seconds left before halftime. Bam Adebayo bringing the ball down. He finds Strus. Harrell on the right side. Now Kobe White guarding him. Between the legs dribble. 4 seconds to shoot. Strus, another three. Strus reminds me of that YouTube guy that plays basketball. The big guy. Got pretty good games, talks a lot of junk. I'm gonna have to look him up. I can't remember his name right now. 36-39, 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. Skip pass, Strus for a 3 again. Strus hits a 3 again. I wonder what his record is. That's what he does against the Hornets. Every time he plays, LaVine sort of out of control. Might have been fouled on the floor. See, I like that. I like that. You know a guy is warm. You know a guy is hot, you look for him. Just because you're open behind 3-point shot, 3-point line doesn't mean just you gotta shoot it up. We want to score. We want to win. So let's find that guy who's hot. Zach gets to a spot. He can't finish though. Strus with a rebound. Tyler Herro comes down the left side of the court. Between the legs dribble. Gets all the way in the point. Paint throws it up. And he's fouled.
The Milwaukee native Tyler Herro hits the deck hard. Timeout.
And we got a timeout.
A defensive grind. This is going to be some fun.
Kobe White does not think that was a foul there. Didn't think he got him. So we go to another timeout.
I'm good, KG.
You want your ginger shot?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
So let's get the actual score.
I need some positivity today. I'm trying to cover this spread and
Put up here correctly. All right, once again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for stopping by. I know it's a Friday, and on Fridays, the algorithm does not kick Coach Gary. Kick Coach Gary up. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But let's see. Let's see if I got at least 3 likes. Whoa. What's going on here? All right, 2 likes. But 2 likes are better than no likes. Let's see. I can change that myself. like that look. All right, guys, 36-42. Heat in the lead. It's a win-or-go-home situation here. Hey, anybody that is listening, do I have an echo? Sounds like I got a little echo. Maybe it's just my phone. Let's hope it's just my phone. Because I don't know what to do about it if I did. All right, free throws. Free throws, both teams 100%, and now I just jinxed them because somebody will get fouled. I think Tyler Hero may be going to the line. This just got him in. He's going to miss one. Both teams hit all their free throws. Strus. Turnovers, or we already looked at that. So let's move on back.
Or not. And Tyler Hero is standing at the free throw line.
Tyler Hero at the free throw line. I just said something about them making all their free throws. Both teams at 100%. So all this means is Tyler's going to have to miss. He's probably going to miss one. Oh, Strus out of bounds.
So they looked at this, and I tell you, I don't know if his heel ever touched down.
Did they take it away? Oh, they wiped out the three-pointer.
So readjust Strus's numbers. 17 points on 5 of 8 shooting, 5 made three-pointers.
Well, remember now.
Wow.
Just don't have to
All right, 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
if it was a 3 or a 2. And now they're able to look at the whole play. They see him out of bounds. Good call by the referee.
Vucevic
To see that right there, more out of the Bulls. Vucevic
being able to get down low, score. A little bit better than he did the last game these guys played against Toronto. Now the Heat with it, Bam Adebayo not looking for his shot. Hands that off to Strus. Shoots a 3. And he is fouled shooting a 3.
Put it up quick. Contact from Caruso.
Felt it coming. The contact that is by Caruso. And the ref gave it to him. He touched him just on his hip. On his hip, touched him.
You know the fans, but you're up in the air. You got to understand it doesn't
All right, I'll go ahead and leave the point right there. I have 42 because they took they adjusted the point for Strus's last bucket.
By the way, that three-pointer down on the baseline, it was initiated by the replay center. So good work by that team. Monty McCutcheon is in there in case we need him. In case you need him, Coach. I mean, you offer a lot of
Strus hits the first.
Well, I always try to help the officials. I was a little disappointed, though, when we talked to Monty tonight. We can usually, I like people you can count on. Reliability, right? And you've always been able to count on.
Strus hits the second.
Having the bow tie on.
Yeah.
In the replay center, I go tonight, he's got a necktie on,
Gosh, I can't remember that guy. He don't look exactly like him, but you know.
Shift under my feet.
That YouTube basketball player. Strus hits all 3.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything else, and I didn't hear anything else he had to say.
Somebody's couch from 19.
And see, this is how professional teams should be shooting their free throws. Both. DeRozan gets in the air, kicks that over to Kobe White. Oh, he kicks it to Caruso in the corner. Baseline 3 is good. Caruso.
5 of 7 shooting. He's 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Well, Brian, you remember me setting the game up tonight. I said it was going to come down to a battle between Max Strus and Alex Caruso.
He was the ball to Jimmy Butler on the baseline, right side, spin move, tries to shoot over him, didn't use the glass. Shot knocked out there, goes right back to the Heat. Tyler Hero now with about 41. 44, 1 minute, 26 seconds on the clock. Strus for three. Strus is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. 23, if I'm not mistaken, every shot that he has scored has come behind the three-point basket, the three-point line. Caruso now, still forcing, trying to get down that baseline. Finally gets it up, gets it to Zach LaVine. He pulls up, shot clock on his back, misses. Tyler Hero comes out of there, 49 seconds. The Heat can take a quick shot, and he does. Oh, acrobatic shot. Tyler Hero scores. And so definitely the Heat will get the ball back at least one time with 44.4 seconds on the clock, depending on how fast the Bulls decide to go here.
Final day of the play-in tournament.
Skip pass over to Kobe White. LaVine. Eurostep, he's fouled on the play with 33.9 seconds left on the clock.
Got a chance at a three-point play. It is going to be a Van Gundy experience tonight. Jeff is on later tonight. Thunder and Timberwolves. That's coming up next on ESPN with Mike Breen.
Stoppage in play
and Mark Jackson
because of the foul. LaVine scores also.
Starting at 1 o'clock and then ends up with Knicks, Cavs, ABC tomorrow night, Warriors, and Kings. Is there enough Van Gundy's to go around? That was a great article, by the way. Steve Russian
and Zach
put together on YouTube and Sports
old-fashioned three-point play.
Van Gundy night tonight.
Yeah, look, I think Steve Russian did more with less than probably anybody's ever been able to do. You know, Steve Russian,
Heat taking their time.
married to a great basketball
5 seconds. Hero shoots, but he gets the rebound. Nearly turned it over. 8 seconds to shoot, so the Heat will be taking the last shot. And a foul is called right at the end, right at 4.9 seconds. That's going to be called on Patrick Beverly. If he fouled Strus, then was this on? This is on the floor, so there was a foul to give. 44, the 49 is the score. 4.9 seconds to shoot. The Heat will be taking the last shot as they get the ball in clean. They get it in. Jimmy Butler. 2 seconds. Doesn't get it off. Doesn't get it off.
So that will take us.
And there's your halftime score, ladies and gentlemen. 44-49 is the score. Now I have set up to do the stream the next game, which is Oklahoma City Thunder versus Minnesota, the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves, again, one of those teams that had a big lead on the, was it the Lakers? Yeah, on the Lakers, and the Lakers came all the way back and won. So, no, they're expecting, or at least they want to win this game. So, that should be a pretty good game. Still not sure if I'm going to be watching. I don't know if I'm going to stream that game or not. I got it set up to do it, but I'm not sure. But thank you guys for being here at this one. Box scores. DeMar DeRozan has 10 points. Vucevic now with 8. Patrick Beverly has not scored yet. Caruso 14 points. Zach LaVine 7. So the Bulls are hanging in there, which is what they did the last game. And if you get those 3 guys hot, that is DeRozan, LaVine, and DeRozan and LaVine could take control of this game themselves and do it. But if you can get DeRozan, LaVine, and Vucevic hot, they're going to be hard to beat. Kobe White off the bench with 5 points. And for the Miami Heat, Butler 9 points. Bam Adebayo only 4 points, but he does have 10 rebounds. Tyler Hero with 6 points. And Strus 23 points for the Miami Heat to give them some kind of outside shooting. He is 6 of 8 from behind the arc, 6 of 9 from the field. Kevin Love off the bench 4 points, and Lowry 3 points, 7 bench points. And that's what it was the last time we checked things out. Both teams shooting just about the same. If you round this off, then both teams are shooting 44% from the field. 3-point shooting. The Bulls have hit 5 3-pointers to Miami's 7. Free throws, both teams are perfect. Bulls 5 for 5 from the free throw line, and Miami Heat 10 for 10. Rebounding right now is a overwhelming lead by Miami, 24 rebounds to the Chicago Bulls 15. There's your assist right there. Both teams moving the ball around a little bit to score. There's no stagnant playing going on there. I love it. It's not a bunch of man-to-man. I mean, it's man-to-man, but it's not a bunch of getting the ball and taking 100 dribbles. You know what I'm saying? Hold the ball for 10 seconds in one guy's hand to try to score. Moving that ball around. Turnovers. Miami has 8 to Chicago's 5. Will that hurt them in the future in this for this game? I'm not sure. We'll see. Right now, we know free throws aren't hurting either team. Points in the paint, just about even. 16 for the Bulls, 14 for Miami. Largest lead by Miami has been 14. And so right now, it's a 5-point lead. All right. Once again, like I always say, thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. If you can't do that, at least hit the like button. That'll help out the channel a whole lot. A whole lot. And 4 likes. Cool. And with that said, I will be back here shortly. It's halftime. Bulls and the Heat.
Donovan wants an explanation. Speaking of Billy Donovan, Chris Haynes, I know you had a chance to talk to him at the half.
Yeah, and I was able to ask Max Strus, who went off in that first half, 23 points and six threes in that half. And he said, listen, Max was a product of them being out of position defensively. He said some of those shots he'll live with. He said, but he harped on his team in the timeout huddle not too long ago that they need to get back defensively and know their assignments. He said people are forgetting their assignments. He said that's how Max was able to get off in that first half.
Good stuff there, Chris. Thank you. That was ruled as a common foul, by the way, so nothing excessive here from Beverly. I think he's going up for a block, just assuming Bio was going to put a shot up. Monty McCutcheon is standing by on the replay center. Walk us through this, Monty.
How is everyone tonight?
Oh, man.
What you see is Pat goes up on the pump fake, then gets caught up in the air, and as a result, he has to come down. It is unfortunate contact. There's no wind-up. There's some impact, but no follow-through, and definitely no intent. Good common foul here.
Nice. Is Stan still your favorite?
There's zero doubt about it. Only because of his humble opinion of his own refereeing skills, unlike maybe his other brother.
Well, we'll see Jeff later as we'll send it to our colleagues at ESPN. Thank you, Monty. Good stuff there. Jimmy Butler, a chance at an and one. Caruso with the foul. And Jimmy Butler. And guys in the studio, Coach, talking about Jimmy Butler. These are the kind of games he's made for, and these are the kind of halves. When you need him, Jimmy Butler usually delivers. He was not pleased with his 21-point effort on Tuesday as DeRozan knocks down the mid-range jumper.
Another guy who delivers, and it's interesting what the Bulls are doing now. No matter who handles in the backcourt, Pat Beverly's going to pick him up and pressure full court. The Bulls trying to change the rhythm of the Heat by getting some pressure. Another great Bam Adebayo pass.
Bam Adebayo with the Euro misses.
Another close range miss basket by the Heat. That's turning into a problem for them. Miami shooting 44%. The Bulls 43%. In that kind of game, DeRozan misses a three. Hero secures. Tyler Hero guarded by Levine.
Hero skip pass. Strus for three. A little bit out of his range, I think. Rebound.
That was deep, but
DeRozan. Vucevic has his man down low. Too easy.
Signature stroke. And Vucevic on the board in this third quarter.
So Vucevic, 10 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Either shoulder, use either hand on that jump.
Tyler Hero comes right down to, on the other end. 2 more points. That was different.
Zach Levine takes it to the rack and lays it in.
Well, you don't get that matchup
Zach
very often.
to the rack
They do a very good
for
job
the lay.
hiding, for lack of a better word, Tyler Hero on the defensive end. But the Bulls know when they get a guy like DeRozan
Vincent
or Levine on Tyler
not
Hero,
shooting a very good ball here lately.
single time.
Gabe Vincent didn't really get a good grip on that shot. Quick release, but missed it badly. DeRozan with Adebayo on, back inside to Vucevic, and he gets it.
Vucevic taking advantage of his size.
Right there on the right block, and Vucevic has the Bulls within 4. 12 for Vucevic and all 8 rebounds.
Yeah, I said it in the first half. I'd like to see him go to that more. I don't think the Heat have an answer to Vucevic down low, particularly if he will work hard for position.
Short jumper, no good. Levine to the basket. Scores.
Well, he can finish with the best of them. The Bulls on a 10-2 run. It's a 2-point game. Biggest lead of the game for Miami was the first quarter. They led by 14. Hero lost the handle. Turns it over.
Caruso out to the races. Gets to the elbow. Decides to go all the way. Reverse layup is good. And we are tied, ladies and gentlemen. This game is tied. You might as well say 0-0 once again.
Spoelstra is upset. 12-2 Chicago run.
Well, they get a steal and turn defense into offense.
Oh, Your Chicago Bulls have come screaming back to tie this one up. And here's your box scores. Whoa.
Spoelstra has dialed up a good one coming out of that timeout. Gets Butler a jam. 2-point game now. Miami back in front. Victor Rosen top shot, but the turnaround is good. And we are tied once again. We've been tied twice. That's just happened in the last few seconds. Miami has led just about the entire way. Only Bulls lead was 2-0. Butler going to work inside. None of his layup. DeRozan. And he'll peel it back now. The Bulls will get it organized. DeMar DeRozan. He'll be taking over in the second half in Toronto. Hoping to do the same. Caruso on the screen. Butler and DeRozan on his back. Finds Strome. Wide open for three. Miami the rebound. Bulls can take the lead. Their first lead since the first basket of the game. DeRozan drives, leaves it for Vucevic. File there to disrupt the pass. Hero.
Vincent for a three. Rims out. Levine at the other end for the dunk in the lead.
And the Bulls are in front.
the team 20 for 10 from 3 tonight.
First Bulls lead since the early stages of this game. Beverly just pounding Jimmy Butler.
Well, Nick Vucevic, while being out of line, skilled guys who can
Vucevic putting his mark on the game tonight.
great opportunities for their team.
Didn't have a great offensive game
Really skilled players.
The dunk
against
is up.
Toronto.
Vucevic
They were still able to win.
Strus.
Strus, off-balance shot, no good. Patrick Beverly out. Skip passes that over to Levine. Kobe White slows it down. They get it back to Caruso for 3. He misses. Rebound Martin. 60 to 58.
Miami, one of those teams, they don't pull away from a lot of teams. They don't fall behind a lot of teams either.
Almost out of bounds. Martin picks that up. He puts it in. Tied up. Levine comes out of there to the left side. 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third quarter. He wants to keep it behind the back dribble. On the three-point line, no good. Rebound. Strus gets that to Kyle Lowry. Skip pass. And a foul is going to be called on Adebayo. Away from the ball.
Right there on the screen, go to NBA Twitter Live. Taylor Rooks, Channing Frye, Adam Lefko, focused on a player that you, the fans, voted for. You can watch the game from 2 perspectives at once, exclusively on Twitter. Dan picks up his 3rd foul.
It's tied up 60 to 60.
4:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Patrick Williams, flying moves, gets to Lowry. Lowry, out the controls now, off the bench. Lowry stumbles, and
Lowry picks up the foul.
with the foul on Kyle Lowry.
Lowry just puts his head down here and attacks. White not in position. Tough
I think that foul's going to be called on White.
by Tony Brothers.
Kevin Love back in the game.
Love didn't play in the second half Tuesday against Atlanta. So his first minute.
Everybody gets it in to Love. Now Kyle Lowry.
As well, he scored 4.
Oh, bad pass, Kyle. He was behind him. What are you doing?
Great job fronting the post there by Kobe.
Bulls with a chance to take the lead once again. Zach Levine. They get it down to Vucevic. Maybe a little bit too far away. He's double teamed. Gets it out of there. Levine loses it. Rebound Love. Lead pass out to Butler. Butler. 1 against 4. And he draws a foul. 3 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third quarter.
Butler took it. Levine here. He gets
I think Kyle Lowry hits it with his hand. Martin hits it with his face. And Kevin Love comes out there to start the fast break.
That's a tough one there.
Nothing like a basketball to the nose.
No, not at all. Levine clearly got fouled on that one.
Jimmy Butler on the line. It's the first.
Is an excellent free throw shooter, clutch at the line, and a timeout. So Billy Donovan, his team, briefly gain control. Miami in front.
All right, a timeout is called. I don't know exactly who called it out or called the timeout. Maybe it will freeze Jimmy Butler on the line, and saving any points are a good thing for the opposite team or the team that's trailing. But this is a close game, 60 to 61. Heat, Miami Heat in the lead right now.
24/7 financial protection with Progressive. 24/7 financial protection with Progressive. Okay, let's get some singles in the on the back.
This is Cassie. She never really paid attention to her credit scores until she got Credit Karma and used her scores to score more. Like a great rate on an auto loan for some more reliable wheels. Credit Karma. Download the free money app where your hard work pays off.
Quick box score recap real quick. I just said quick, huh? Quick box score recap. DeMar DeRozan 14 points. Vucevic 12. Caruso 16. Levine 13. Everybody getting in on the action. for the Bulls except Patrick Beverly, but he's not out there to shoot the ball. White, 5 points. And Kevin Love does not pay for the Bulls. He does, however, play for the Miami Heat. But Jimmy Butler, 17 points. Bam Adebayo, only 4. He does have 13 rebounds, though. Vincent has not scored. Tyler Hero, 8 points. Strus, 23. Most of those in the first half. And the bench now for Miami has 9 points. That'll be Kevin Love. Kevin Love also has 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Martin has 2 points, and Lowry has 2 points. All right, cool. 6 likes. That's okay, guys. That's okay. Let's try to get we're trying to get 15 likes tonight. So share me out, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't hit that like button. Play-in tournament. Winner right here moves on and has the 8th seed in the playoff tournament. We'll be playing the first place team. This is the East, so they'll be taking on Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Right now, it has not been decided. Will it be the Heat? Will it be the Bulls?
The foul shots. Miami finished 7th. They stumbled down the stretch of the regular season, fell out of the top 6.
Jimmy Butler hits both.
They finished 7th, then they lost Tuesday to Atlanta. Here they are to win or go home against the Bulls, who are happy to just be here, finishing 10th in the East.
Bulls moving the ball around beyond the 3-point line. This is Kobe White. Spin move. Fall away is in and out. Rebound Strus. Gets that to Kyle Lowry.
Keep an eye on Butler. Patrick Williams picks
Kyle finds Love. Love almost loses it, does lose it, gets it back. But Martin cutting to help out his teammate. Ball's knocked out of bounds by the Bulls.
Up on the shot fake. I think he might have gotten away with one to Kobe White. Great defensive play. And after using both backup centers in the first half,
60-62. Jimmy Butler gets it to Love for 3. Love short. Rebound. DeRozan. 3 minutes. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. DeRozan, DeMar on the right side, finds Kobe. He swings it. It is Kobe White and not Cody White, isn't it? I know. He's a Carolina boy. He get the ball down. They got Jimmy Butler on the left-hand side. He looks like he wants to take his man. Gets him in the air. Kicks that to Love. Long 3 by Love is good. The old man still out there producing.
We saw that a lot when Kevin Love was in Minnesota and Cleveland. Have not seen it much here with the Heat, but that was a big one there.
5-point game. It's a 7-0 run for Miami. After the Bulls briefly took the lead,
LaVine going to the basket using that athletic ability. He is fouled. Gonna give that to Kevin Love.
That one goes against him.
It's a big 3 here. Drummond never closes out, and then, like you said, Brian, he's always going to step in. He's outside of the arc.
He's definitely outside.
It looks like maybe that left heel is on the line. But Tony Brothers did not point to the arc, but they're making the call because they think they're inside.
And as they say, the ball don't lie. And Levine misses the first. This might be the first miss from the free throw line tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Brothers calls that a blocking foul. Zach hits the second. Splits that one, 50% from the free throw line on that one. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Strus between the leg dribble finds Jimmy Butler being guarded by Levine. He gets Levine in the air. Nice move, can't finish, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. Will stay here with the Heats. Oh my gosh. Jimmy Butler put it on him, just could not finish. I mean, really misses it. They get it in. Strus turns down the three. Runner, no good. Rebound. Drummond. DeRozan turns around, shoots over his man. Can't get it, but Drummond snatches down the rebound. Think he's going to be fouled. 61-65 is the score.
Kevin Love picks up the foul. Tyler Hero is coming back. Max Strus will get a breather. First foul in the last two. Next one coming at the line. Jimmy Butler.
You guys remember when Drummond had a crush on Sam from Sam and Cat? DeRozan, many moves, kicks that out. Williams, nice shot.
Patrick Williams with his first made basket in his third try.
Gets the Chicago Bulls 2 more points. It's a 2-point game. Martin catches on the baseline. Almost picked by Kobe, and Kevin Love is fouled on the play. May have bumped his head on the floor.
I hope he didn't hit his head.
Certainly a foul, and then he just sort of falls backwards. Nobody.
Yeah, he hit his head a little bit, a little whiplash going on there.
Feel any better?
Yeah, that whip back on the floor. That's not good.
That is a very much.
So now they're gonna be looking at that as him being having a. Yeah, they're gonna have to go and check him to make sure he doesn't have a concussion. I think now the NBA has put those rules in.
Man, that was a hard hit on the head. You can see he's a little off balance. Drummond pushes him, and wow.
You got to do whatever you can do to keep that head, that neck from whipping back. That'll definitely give you a concussion.
And it didn't take much of a push because Kevin Love was off.
Kevin shoots his free throws regardless.
Eric Spoelstra's got a keen eye here on Kevin Love. What a difference. He really struggled Tuesday against Atlanta. Did not play in the second half. Been a different story tonight.
He hits both.
He's all right, but let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, Kevin Love giving him a big lift tonight.
4-point game every time the Bulls.
0 people in the chat. That's okay. Thank you guys who have stopped by for stopping by. Kobe White hands it off to Williams. Excuse me, that is DeMar DeRozan. He pulls up at the elbow. Can't hit that shot. And Zach Drummond with the rebound. Andre Drummond with the rebound. He's fouled on the play and won.
We said it earlier, he's the leading per minute rebounder in the league. He is easily the best rebounder of the last decade in the NBA. This is what he does. He's led the league in rebounding 4 times. Average 15 or more rebounds.
Misses the free throw.
Struggles at the free throw line as we just saw there. But keeping him off the glass is not easy.
Tyler Hero loses the ball momentarily. Regains it between the leg dribble. Gets by the elbow and deeper. Finally hands it off to Butler. Picks up his dribble. Shoots a 3. Misses it. Drummond with the rebound. 32 seconds left before the third quarter is over. And one more quarter left. 67-65. Miami with the lead. Zach gets that to DeRozan for 3. He can't hit it. Gets the rebound back. And he is fouled and hits one. DeMar DeRozan stick-to-itiveness. Gathers his rebound. Draws a foul and sinks the bucket.
Look, there's bodies on the ground on almost every possession. The battle here is physical, and it is not for the faint of heart right now, Brian.
Love it. You got to love this kind of basketball. I feel like it's 1993, not 2023.
That's exactly what it looks like. I mean, the level of physicality and defensive intensity.
13.9 seconds.
Drummond will come out of the game. Obviously gave him a good little
left in the third quarter.
rebounds in only 6 minutes. But Derek Jones in because the Bulls won.
DeMar DeRozan on the free throw line can put the Bulls in the lead.
Derek Jones better able than Drummond to be able to switch on the guards and defend on the perimeter. Remember, Derek Jones Jr. was a part of Miami's trip to their team that went to the NBA Finals in the bubble in 2020. So he's certainly got a lot of experience in this building.
High flyer too from a slam dunk shot.
Oh, I don't care who wins. DeMar DeRozan momentarily puts the Bulls in the lead with 8 seconds on the clock now. Tyler Herro still has his hand behind the back dribble. 5, 2, he shoots a 3, hits nothing. And that is the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. One more quarter to go. I wonder who will win this game. Hey, I wonder too, Merrick. I wonder too, but you can't tell. You can't tell right now. Can't tell right now. Both teams are certainly capable of winning this game. Both teams are playing, I think, well enough to win the game right now. So it remains to be seen.
underway here, so that'll be Miami ball. So, Coach, listening to Eric Spoelstra talk about this fourth quarter. This was the #1 seed last year. As Hero is fouled. No, that's going to be a kick out from Hero. And that'll be a foul on Hero, and then we Bulls ball. I was reading the sign language of Josh Tibbin there, and this is going to go the other way now.
Comes off Beverly chasing, kicks out. I think it maybe could have been a non-call. I certainly don't think it was a foul on Beverly. I'm not sure it was a foul there. And for the first time tonight, we see the Heat in their 2-3 zone.
And DeRozan could be a zone killer, but he misses it. So Patrick Williams had the turnover. And then Hero with the offensive foul. Second possession of the quarter for Miami. The #1 seed last year. As the jumper is good. Back in front for the Heat. Stan, this Miami team was a Jimmy Butler three-point make away from an NBA Finals last year. Falling into the play-in tournament and now fighting for their playoff lives.
Great thing with Eric Spoelstra, though, and it carries over to his team. He doesn't worry about any of the other struggles right knocks down the three. He embraces the moment, he embraces the challenge in the competition, and as a result, his team embraces the competition as well.
Most of the same pieces for Miami. Bulls are holding Alonzo Ball back. Oh, drop it on the block by Hero. Hero finds Martin in the corner. Gives Miami the lead.
Looked like it was going to turn into a Bulls layup, turns into a Heat 3.
Open shots are hard to come by right now. What a game he's having. Big second half. Remember, 6 rebounds in 6 minutes. And now he gets a big dunk. Nice setup there by Beverly.
Well, I like the way Chicago attacks the zone. They're not a team that plays around the perimeter. They try to go inside against the zone.
There are no boards available with Drummond in there right now. Just cleaning him up. He's got 7. Williams. Thought about it. Pull it back now. DeRozan. Guarded by Martin. Goes right by him. DeRozan punches one home and a chance at a three-point play. Woo. Got the bounce back.
Well, DeMar DeRozan and Levine, two of the best fourth quarter scorers in the league. DeRozan gets a lot of space there. Hasn't had that very much tonight. Got the whole side of the floor. Great crossover and a great finish through contact.
All-star year for DeMar DeRozan. 6-time All-Star. See his percentage of fourth quarter points. You got DeRozan and Levine on that list. Teammates. Aaron Fox. Ready for those Kings to get their playoff run started against Golden State. That place is going to be cooking.
It sure will. But we've got a great one right here tonight.
Bulls have their biggest lead, Stan. It's 4th. Benson. Bowman. DeRozan was there. It's a kick ball. Reset it. Billy Donovan saw his Bulls erase a 19-point third quarter lead in Toronto to get here. The winner will occupy the 8th seed and enter into the playoffs starting Sunday in a series with the top seed, the Milwaukee Bucks, the team that had the best record in the NBA. 5 to shoot. Tyler Hero with white on him. Hero gets a three.
To the rim all of
Dang, Alonzo.
Alonzo Mourning, and so you gotta have that runner or that floater to keep away from those great shot blocks.
Zoe's got game face on right now. Everybody's
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Again, guarded by Martin. DeRozan rises up over him. Missed it.
Tipped in by Drummond. Drummond with the big game tonight. Martin, strong to the basket.
Martin is fouled. Bulls don't think so. Billy Donovan
job working behind the basket to get the tip. And then Drummond touches this up through the net, even if he didn't touch it. Very interesting.
Patrick Williams called for the foul since Caleb Martin to the line. On the floor for Kobe White as we send it over. Chris Haynes. What do you have, Chris?
Gentlemen, before the game, I asked DeMar DeRozan, I said, describe the mindset of this team going into this game with one word. He said, desperation. He said, that's the way I feel about this team when I'm talking. He said, when he's talking to teammates about, how their approach. He said, everybody has a level of desperation. And on the other end, for the Miami Heat, they may be in a desperate situation as well. Kyle Lowry asked to come out the game. He was favoring his left leg, left knee area. So that's something to monitor as well.
Yeah, good stuff there, Chris. Good reporting. That'll be something to watch for sure. Lowry coming off a 33-point game Tuesday. Here's DeRozan again. He's fouled. The Shears bounce. On cue, DeMar DeRozan. A chance at a three-point play.
The Heat have been
Here
getting
come
away
those
with this
Bulls.
today. They walk up under him on the pull-up. You see moving forward up into him. They've gotten away with that 2 or 3 times. DeRozan has tried to talk to the officials about it. There he gets the call, but that foul has been happening consistently tonight.
I want to go back to something Charles Barkley said at the half, Coach. When he talked about if the Bulls can stay close, the fact that you have 2 guys who can go get their own, and DeRozan and Levine. Jimmy Butler certainly that kind of player for the Miami Heat.
8 minutes and 27 seconds.
Set up better for Chicago in this kind of game. Now opening up a 5-point lead and maybe 6.
Yeah, we'll see, and Charles is right. They've got 2 great guys getting their own. But Jimmy Butler can get his own, and Tyler Hero can get his own also. So let's not sell anybody short right now. This game's going to the wire.
The lead is 6 for Chicago. Here's Adebayo. Finds Hero. That will close down quickly. Look at that.
Hero foul, shooting the jumper.
Everly so quick. But he commits the foul. Side out of bounds. Foul number 4 on Pat Bev. A sign up for League Pass. Get 24/7 playoff coverage. Watch live NBA TV playoff games.
Correction, he was not shooting.
Price of $14.99.
Foul call before the shot.
QR code. Start watching today. DeRozan with 3 and 1s in the last 4 minutes. And let's see if Miami has an answer now.
Bam Adebayo. Left open. Throws it up for Jimmy. Jimmy foul.
Butler able to save that. DeRozan picks up the foul. 13th foul on Chicago.
Not only is every shot contested in this game, every catch of the ball is contested. There's nothing easy. This is 2 very...
Butler has it on the baseline. Russo trying to guard him. Spin move, shoots over him. Misses. Rebound Bulls.
I think the Heat have got to do some screening for Jimmy Butler to try to get switches. Not that Jimmy Butler can't score on Alex Caruso. He can score on anybody. But you still want to get your guys...
Kobe White behind the back. He may do a step back. Loses the ball, it's going to be a jump ball.
Jimmy Butler, 7 for 18. 18 points. Got a couple of rebounds at 21 against Atlanta on Tuesday. Butler, one of the best years of his career this year. Lowry continues to sit. As Chris reported, having some trouble with that left knee. That's the knee that cost him 15 games earlier this season, and the reason he's been coming off the bench since he's come back from that injury.
I'm sure Eric Spoelstra would love to get him back in the game here. Down the stretch. The Heat really struggling to shoot the ball. 37% from the floor, 32% from 3. They have shot 6 more free throws and actually made 7 more than Chicago. That's allowing the rebounding and keeping them in.
Strus wins that tip.
Keith, get the tip.
Caleb Martin. Oh, Strus. Got a big first quarter. Strus still for 23. Strong is fouled.
I said this in the first
So Adebayo will go to the line.
Like, okay, Adebayo goes on the drive. Like, you're big. Get your left
Vucevic is
hand
called
up
for
in
the
air
foul.
and make him finish over
Definitely
the top.
fouled him.
He's 1 for 9 tonight. He struggles to finish oversized.
7 minutes, 30 seconds left in this game.
More fun continues. Winner go home game coming up next from Minnesota, OKC, and the Wolves. Next on ESPN tomorrow night. ESPN with a triple header. ABC tomorrow night has Warriors and Kings. Just log on to the app, the NBA app, or NBA.com.
Bam Adebayo at the free throw line. He misses one. Caruso with the rebound. Bulls lead 81-76.
Just about every game has been back and forth and coming down to the final few possessions, and no different here.
Absolutely right, Brian. I mean, the 4 playing games all went to the wire, the first 4, and now we've got another one headed that way right now. And look, there was no better person to advocate for the play-in.
Zach LaVine gets it into Vucevic, back to Zach. Between the legs, he is blocked. A foul is called on Strus for the block.
Surrounded by heat. Strus trying to step in there to take the charge.
Zach LaVine go to the free throw line. Once again, thank you all for stopping by. Those who click that view button, do me another favor. Click that like button.
I think they wanted to send that pick and roll over the top, but were able to drive away.
There's a steal by the Heat. Jimmy Butler squeaks this one in. Actually, I thought for a second he missed another bunny. Caruso. Skip past to Kobe White for 3 is good. Kobe says shh.
A cold-blooded 3 here and gives the Bulls a 5-point lead.
Kobe White, a great 3-point shooter, and they finding his 3rd 3 of the night.
And as usual, since this play-in has begun, we've got another close game. All right, I was gonna say well played game, but no, some of them have not been well played. They've just been close, like the Timberwolves and the Lakers game. There at the end, boy, it was a bunch of turnovers, but it was an interesting game. Also, the Timberwolves had a large lead, and the Lakers were able to come back and win that one. Same thing happened with the Bulls and Toronto. Toronto had a 19-point lead, and the Bulls were able to come all the way back. Bulls played a darn good game there, though, especially in that third quarter. I meant third and fourth quarter, defensively and offensively, especially Zach LaVine. Can't forget Kyle Lowry coming off the bench and keeping them in it, keeping them semi-close, especially in the third. All right, so we got a timeout. Got a timeout, and
Popeye's bone-in chicken hits the spot, and our biscuits hit it again. The Popeye's Big Box. Choose 2 pieces of our signature bone-in chicken, or 8 pieces.
box scores. DeRozan 23 points, Vucevic 12. He has 9 rebounds. Patrick Beverly has not scored yet. Does have 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Caruso, 16 points. Levine, 16 points. And off the bench, Kobe White just hit a big 3. He has 11 points. Drummond, 8 rebounds in 10 minutes, 6 points. And Williams has 2. That's 18 points off the bench for the Bulls. For Miami, Butler, 22 points. Adebayo, just only 5 points. I know Adebayo was an elite. I can't say elite scorer, but I thought he'd at least give you like 13, 15 points a game. Rebounds, 13 though. He has 13 rebounds. Tyler Hero, 10 points. Strus, 23 points. Love off the bench with 9 points. Martin, 6. And Kyle Lowry with 5. But Kyle Lowry is hurt right now. He's in some pain. Having some knee trouble. So that's 15. That's 20 points off the bench for Miami. Field goal percentage. Bulls have pulled away from the Heat, 48 to 38% from the field, and we're back. Let's go.
Halfway through this fourth quarter, Jimmy Butler taking on Levine, almost traveled, looking for help. Butler will take it himself.
Butler thought he got fouled, wasn't called, so we got to get back and play.
Teammates for Butler were there.
Caruso. To Vucevic, back to Caruso. Caruso, back to Vucevic, short jumper. It's off this time, a rebound out of Adebayo. He brings it up himself. What's up, Michael Smitty? Yep. These playing games have been decent. Butler, I'm too strong, Caruso. He's still complaining about the play before that.
Jimmy Butler doing the same thing here. Strong move in the post against a great defender. Foul on Caruso, who disagrees, surprisingly, with the call. And Butler at the line to try to cut this.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. It just seems to me like the Heat are going to go home this year. I could be wrong. They could be going home early. Close game, though. 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Bulls still have the lead. Zach. He pulls a 3. Rebound, Bam Adebayo. With 5 minutes left, Bam may have 18 to 20 rebounds. Butler takes the baseline. Cutting Strus coming down the lane. Layup is good. Score 0-0 again. These playing games have been, they really have, man. So, you know,
let me bring in my expert.
There's no reason for them to not have them, especially if they're going to be this interesting. Just another, interesting piece that the NBA has come up with that I like. And I liked it first because it gave my team a chance to get into the postseason. We hadn't taken advantage of it though, but it still gave the Hornets a chance. The last two, well, not this year, but the year before last. Last year and the year before last. But these teams here, it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool tournament there. I know those teams. 7 and 8 are saying why. I know you probably look at that and say, well, nobody plans to come in those last two spots, but I know they're looking at that and saying, man, why do we have to play for these spots? You know what I'm saying? But then it's really for 9 and 10, I think. get a 9th and 10th place team a chance to play their way in to it. I wonder who thought of it. Play their way into the postseason, and because you never know, one of those teams, those teams could, even though they're I don't know about the 8 team, but those lower teams could play their way up the in the playoffs, and at least get to the 2nd, 3rd round. That'd be worth it. Let you know that these play-in games means something, has a little merit to it. In other words, yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and the way they got it set up, pretty cool too. But like I said, the 7 to 8 team, especially that 7th team, that team that's in the 7th spot, probably like, man, why do we gotta do this? Because the possibility they could lose out in 7th place, lose that first match, lose that first game, and have to play this game and lose that one, and they're out.
In one single scoop, it delivers daily multivitamins, great probiotics, stress adaptogens, and yes, greens. Start your journey at athleticgreens.com.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Hornets were 8. Were we 8 last year? And that's what we had to do, and we ended up losing both of those games. All right, but anyway. Yeah, these play-in games are going to be good games because, these teams here decided not to tank or whatever. And still fighting to get in the playoffs. So it's going to be, the games are going to be spirited, if you will. All right, 85-85 with 4 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock. Ball is swung. DeRozan shoots a 3 and hits it. Oh, I thought it was a 3. It was not. But good ball movement.
He's been a beast on the boards. Carries that burden every night for rebounding. 15 of them tonight. Couldn't run that one down, and it'll be Chicago ball. 4:27 remaining in regulation.
And a familiar problem for the Heat. The shooting. After leading the league in three-point percentage last year.
Kobe White swings it to Caruso. Zach LaVine got too deep. No one to give it to. And Martin's out of control. Boy, I've seen that a whole lot. Slow that. I know what they're doing. They're trying to take advantage of what they think is an easy lay, and they end up being out of control. LaVine misses the layup and ends up fouling Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, LaVine has had a tough night, but that's a great contest at the rim. That made that shot tough, and then LaVine turns around and fouls.
87-85. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Miami in the bonus. So Jimmy Butler will be on the line. Man, what a dress that is on the sideline. Butler hits the first. Kyle Lowry having knee problems. Doesn't look like he's going. Oh, a bad hammy. Doesn't look like he's going to come back in the game. Man, what do you do for a bad hamstring? I just pulled mine racing my granddaughter yesterday. I knew I hadn't warmed up like I should. But heck, why am I pulling a hammy anyway? It was light work. But I pulled my hammy and my calf muscle on the same leg tightened up. My calf's good though. White for a 3. White hits a 3 again. Kobe White shooting the lights out.
Well, that was a great play there to have Kobe White set the pick on DeRozan because the Heat are not going to switch.
And it's weird seeing the. Well, I was going to say seeing the Heat not advance all the deep into the playoffs. Like last year they did pretty darn good. So I can't really finish that statement. But this year to have basically the same team and not make it out of the play-in tournament. And I'm not saying it's over. It's not over. All right. Fat Lady is not even in the building yet. She's on her way though. She is on her way. Fat Lady is on the way.
This is an upgrade.
But she has not started us singing yet. She's not even humming. Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat. Jimmy Butler gets to the basket. It's stripped. 3:22. DeMar DeRozan with blue and black sneakers on to match his red and black uniform. Kicks it out to Kobe. Turns down the three-point. Oh, nice move. Throws it too hard off the glass, though. Tyler Hero wants to score quickly. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Levine. 3-point lead
3 minutes to go
by Chicago and 3 minutes left on the clock. In someone's season, 3 minutes is what separates them from the 8th seed in the playoffs and going to the beach. Tyler Hero turns and shoots the jumper. That jumper is good. DeRozan pulls up. Can't hit. Every one of his shots have been contested. They haven't been easy. Except that last two-pointer he hit. Jimmy Butler turn around. Oh, nice move. Kept his pivot foot up and in and fouled on the play. Bulls now trailing by 1. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Didn't travel. Did not travel.
Was able to step through on Levine and then take the contact from Vucevic and finish. We're seeing a lot of and-ones here. Butler and DeRozan able to finish with contact.
A free throw for 30 for Jimmy Butler.
And Charles Barkley said Jimmy Butler needs to score 35. He missed the free throw.
So it remains a 1-point game. The Bulls beat Spoelstra and the Heat 3 times this year. Twice in Miami. They swept the regular season series.
7 likes, and counting. Lamar kicks it. Caruso misses the 3. Rebound Martin. One minute, 51 seconds on the clock. Miami with the ball in the lead by 1. Butler leaves it to Adebayo. And a foul's going to be called on Vucevic.
To the line, a very good free throw shooter to try to extend the lead.
Not a good foul though by Vucevic. It's the 3rd time tonight he's fouled Adebayo. Adebayo is 1 for 9.
Look at that. You know that lady does not care nothing about basketball right there with that dress on.
Third foul on Vucevic. Adebayo.
Adebayo.
81% free throw shooter during the regular season.
Plus number 92 on the board.
On the boards.
The real difference in this game right now, and what has the Heat in the lead, Brian, is the free throw line.
Adebayo can extend this to a 3-point lead, and he does. Hadn't heard that whistle, so the Bulls gonna come on out and bring it up the court with a minute and 38 seconds left. DeRozan drew the foul from Martin. That was a close one.
Fourth foul on Caleb Martin.
Oh my gosh. Was that a foul? That was on DeRozan in the worst way.
Players and bench arguing for a push-up, and they may be right here. We've had so many of these type of plays tonight.
Can they? I guess they're not going to go look at it. DeRozan hasn't been solid on that line, standing on that line and shooting that free throw all game, shooting and stepping toward the basket, misses one. And I know they're going to say the ball doesn't lie, ball doesn't tell a lie. DeMar DeRozan, they're freezing him a little bit, standing at the line. Will he shoot this one and stay still, or shot that one and stayed still that time? All right.
And with 93 seconds left, it is Miami ball with the lead. What do you think the Heat will do?
2-point game. Jay Butler probably definitely get this ball in his hands. He has it now. Butler dribbling to his right, kicks it. Strus! All night long, Strus. Hey, that was the right play to make. Levine, crossover dribble, bank shot, no good, rebound, Strus. 56 seconds on the clock, 5-point lead. Butler, ball in his hands. Butler kicks it, Strus. And he is fouled shooting a 3-point shot. Ladies and gentlemen, with 39.8 seconds on this one, if he hits all three of these, it could be curtain call.
This is Jimmy Butler. Look at him just draw all the help. Simple play. DeRozan caught watching.
Billy Donovan will challenge this call.
Yeah. You got him, bro. Listen, I've seen less called, so you gotta believe this is gonna stay.
With 39.8 seconds left.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, this gonna stay, bro.
I agree with taking the challenge because at this point, if he goes to the line for 3 and even makes 2 of them, it's going to be awfully tough to come back. You might as well take your chances.
Max Strus, 7 made threes, 28 points.
Really unsuccessful challenge. They'll be 3 shots, and they lose their timeout.
Thank you, Tony Brothers. So Strus will have 3 free throws. Jimmy Butler at his best, scoring, playmaking, the defense, and the assist to Strus that has given Miami a 5-point lead.
Right, and he doesn't get an assist on this one, but he created this shot and created the foul, and he's at the line.
By the way, Stan, in the long, storied history of the play-in, 4 years, Max Strus just ties a record for the most 3-pointers made in a play-in game. Fred VanVleet
But I didn't think he kept playing hard.
It's its own.
I thought the stats just disappeared.
Yeah, that's bad that they do.
Another great pass. Caruso gets sucked
That they do disappear and don't matter, because you know Strus had to make some kind of break some kind of record. The most 3-point shots in a playing game.
And Max Strus, it's been a difficult year. Brian shot 41% from 3 last year, down to 35% this year. But he's come on late in the year, and now in an absolute do-or-die game, he has been outstanding.
The Chicago kid, a diehard Bulls fan growing up. Amos Alonzo Stagg high school.
Strus with ball 3. The fat lady is, with 39 seconds, he does have the mic in her hand. Mic in her hand, and she is clearing her throat, ladies and gentlemen. 33.8 seconds.
Great block here by Adebayo. You gotta love what Bam Adebayo has done tonight.
Yeah, he had not scored a whole lot. That's Bam Adebayo, but he has, what, 14 rebounds? Big block there. I don't know, she's standing up with that dress on like she knows a little bit about the sport. Maybe she was just being kind of stoic because it was a close game. Come on, Bam. Oh yeah, I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins. My team's not in it.
And a huge block right there.
Remember what he said at his post-game press conference after the loss Tuesday? Said, I need to be involved more. Eric Spoelstra said, I agree with him. We had a chat about it after that press conference.
Bam Adebayo hits one, and the Heat reached the century mark first.
17 rebounds, 8 points. Levine's 3 no good.
Levine's 3 is off the mark. Jimmy Butler is fouled very quickly. And now I'm pretty sure Miami can feel it. And so can the Bulls. That's tough. That's tough for the Bulls because realistically, now, and this sounds crazy. This sounds crazy, but realistically, you guys, you know, usually when a team like Toronto has a 19-point lead on you, and they're leading in the third quarter the way they were playing, you don't lose that game. And if they hit half the free throws they miss, that's 9. They win the game anyway. So instead of Chicago playing, which I get my hats off to them, because they had to figure out a way to score more points, and they did to get into this game. But realistically, we should be looking at Toronto and the Heat. Kobe White, 3 is off. Rebound with 16 seconds on the clock. And now the fat lady is telling everyone to turn up the microphone because it is over and she is singing now. All right, so the Miami Heat battle back. I'm gonna say battle back because it looked for a second like the Bulls. Actually, Miami Heat played a pretty good game, but then the Bulls came back, took that lead, and it was like maybe they're gonna do the same thing they did against Toronto and just keep extending the lead. But Butler and the boys, Strus, they hung in there. Bam Adebayo hung in there, came back, and finished this one off.
Who won here on Tuesday, and Max Strus. What a satisfying game that was for Max Strus. 31.
Yep, gonna be Heat Bucks. Bulls are at home. Some of them might stay in South Beach for a while. Go ahead and start their vacation.
Miami is moving.
But anyway, pretty good game.
The play-in is real.
All the playing games have been good. Let's see what this next one looks like. I may start a little stream on that And I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight, but and hey, they may already be playing. But thank you all for stopping by. If you want to join me on the next stream, I'm at least I'm gonna try to go till halftime. All right, and then we'll see what happens after that. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you guys. Let's see how many likes I got on this one.
And he's one of the ultimate closers as we send it over to Chris Haynes.
7 likes. That's cool. That's cool. That'll work. That'll work.
Awesome production tonight. How does it feel to have a game like that?
Thunder Wolves gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. Thunder got a great team. They do. All right, so I'm getting ready to get out of here, guys. I think I'm going to stream that for a few. And so if you guys want to come and join me, come and join me.
Get the ball to him. He's one of the best at finding me. I love playing with him.
Hit that like button. Oh, let's look at a few things here. Look at a few things. Let's look at the box scores and then get out of here. All right, box scores. Box scores for Chicago. DeMar DeRozan 26 points, Vucevic 12, Caruso 16, Levine 15, and White 14. Big scores. For Heat, Butler 31 points, Bam Adebayo only 8, but he had 17 rebounds. Tyler Hero 12 points, Strus 31, big time, and Kevin Love off the bench with 9. All right, so with that said, next game up, Oklahoma City Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, so maybe I'll see you guys over there. Maybe I'll see you guys over there because I'm getting ready to get out of here. All right.